Live from New Orleans, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Pelicans at New Orleans Arena. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And guys, what do you think we'll be seeing from Marcin Gortat in this one?
He loves running the pick and roll as the screener, and he's very good at it. Next time you see it, just watch how quickly he pops off that screen and cuts inside.
He's got a great move to the basket and can also finish through contact if he needs to.
Well, it was the New Orleans Pelicans winning their last game against the Charlotte Bobcats. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon. Well, you know, I tell you what, guys, it's a...
Outside Holiday. And there's the pass to Gordon. Smith with a screen on Brown. Evans attacking. Good. And back to the Suns in the West. They did finish with the worst record in the conference. They managed only 17 wins, Steve, against other teams in the West.
And that wasn't the worst mark, but it was close. The Suns' problem was that they didn't have a huge inside presence for long stretches of the season. And when you lack depth against teams with tough power forwards or centers out west, you're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Bledsoe passes to Green. Here's Fry. The turnaround jumper. Count it.
Now you got to love the footwork. How about that turnaround?
Pelicans trail by 7. And Holiday kicks to Evans. Back to Holiday. Kicks it out to Gordon. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Bledsoe passes to the Beast. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
There were high hopes for New Orleans in what would be their final season as the Hornets last year, but they ended up struggling in part because they didn't win at home, but also they had some injuries that affected the team as well. They had the fewest home wins in the entire West.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
He misses the free throw. And for the Pelicans, injuries definitely put a hampering on their hopes for the season. But, Steve, even then, you would have thought they would have been tougher at home than they really were.
Yeah, how about that? Only 16 wins at home. And if you can't at least go 500 in your own building, you're on your way to the lottery. But that's okay. New Orleans has added some pieces. Drew Holiday comes in. Because of that lottery pick, they were able to trade. This is an interesting young team.
And Aminu slams it in.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight. Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
Now here is Holiday. 20 points for him last game against Charlotte.
And what stood out to me in particular was his gorgeous playmaking out there. He was finding his teammates in great positions to score.
Evans against Lee. And there's the 3-second violation.
You get a chance here to take a look at Goran Dragic's numbers. Good season for him last year. Last year averaged 14 points a game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he led the charge when it came to scoring for them, number 1 on the team.
And not easy to do that when teams would start to key on him defensively.
Now here's Rivers. 9 points last game out. And Roberts kicks to Withy. He dishes it to Miller. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Rivers. No good. Good D by Lee.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Here's Dragic from outside, and that one's good. And it's a 7-point Phoenix lead.
Kevin, you look at how they've built this lead, and one reason is their outstanding shooting from beyond the arc. That's always a weapon.
Aminu dishes to Roberts. He kicks to Rivers. Feeds it to Roberts. Three-pointer. Here's Withy. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Jeff Withy. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. Now Dragic. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Passes it to the Beast. Now Lee inside. Stolen by Rivers. Here's the break. Here's Aminu. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And those are the kind of plays that will turn that deficit into a lead quickly. So solid defense on the ball, that's the key.
There's Dragic with the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the first. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Suns lead by 7. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
On tap next Monday, November 11th, Kevin Love and the Minnesota Timberwolves take on Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers, live from Staples Center. It's the real deal.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Boy, a ton of threes in that first quarter. This team really lighting it up.
Phoenix Suns come into this one following a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Setting the floor for the Suns, the Beast, he's in at the 4 spot. Brown out there at Bledsoe. Then there's Len, and it's Tucker in at the small forward.
Well, you know, Jeff Hornacek, the new coach of the Phoenix Suns, a 14-year career as an NBA shooting guard, and he was terrific as a player. Spent his first 6 in Phoenix and only recently really got into coaching, starting as an assistant with the Jazz in early 2011.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Gentlemen, Tyreke Evans is now on a new team in New Orleans with a brand new 4-year contract. The former Rookie of the Year in Sacramento, but some of the Kings felt he hadn't developed the way they had hoped. Clearly, the Pelicans felt differently. They hoped to vie for a playoff spot this season, with Evans' versatility enabling him to play multiple positions. He said, quote, "I'm about winning," adding that whether it's starting or coming off the bench in a Manu Ginobili type role, he's on board. Guys?
He's done a great job. Thanks, Doris. And back to Coach Hornacek, the 16th coach in Suns franchise history. He's raised his 3 kids in Phoenix. Steve, he's put down roots there. Looks like he would like to stay for the long term.
Well, he was a tremendous player for the Suns back during the prime of his career. So this is a great fit, coaching the Suns. A guy who played the game with tremendous intelligence, an even-keeled demeanor. Should serve him well as a head coach.
Brown the pass to Tucker. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Drew Holiday fourth.
Now, very few guys passed the ball better than he did. Just great open court vision.
For the Phoenix Suns, they come into this one following a loss to Oklahoma City.
You know, on an ordinary night, I think they would have come out on top in that game. That's how well they played, but they just happened to run into a club that was playing at the top of its game.
And Steve, I think they get the win if that game had been at home instead of on the road. He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
And those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one. That's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
He used that pick just right. And it's an 8-point Suns lead.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. And Aminu slams it in.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Launches it. And it's Brown missing. And here we go with Tyreke Evans. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Charlotte.
Put in a lot of good work on the boards. That helped him, too.
And the jam by Bledsoe.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
That'll do it for the first half. Suns ahead, up 8. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris.
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony Davis. And
Now, presented by Sprint.
Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night. I'm Damon Bruce. A good one in progress for the Suns. Offensively, they've been in a zone. A lot of great team play, providing looks from all over the floor. Eric Bledsoe having himself a big-time game. After 2, he's got 10 points, and he's also made plays for others, showing his court vision definitively in this one.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Oh, and you can see he's calling feverishly for the ball.
Well, that's a good way to make a friend on the team. If one of your top guys wants the ball, you just get it to him. No questions asked.
Well, this is a team game, and you have to learn how to work with your new teammates and earn their trust and confidence. And one way you do that, in many cases, is by feeding those guys that have been.
23 seconds left in the game. From the arc, the rebound by Goodwin. Phoenix has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. They've got Greg Steamsma, Ryan Roberts out there with Gordon. Then there's Anthony Morrow, and it's Rivers in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Get open, get open.
Withy kicks to Morrow. From outside the arc, off on that one. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Well, Goran, congratulations on the win tonight. A game where you certainly had some nice bench production.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Test? What you talking about, man? Hey, man, I feel like you've been here much longer than me. If you see an opportunity, I'm not about to step in the way. Yeah, I'm feeling you. Hey, I just want to play my game, help this team win. You know what I'm saying?
has indicated we are cleared for landing. Please fasten your seatbelts and we'll have you on the ground shortly. Welcome to San Antonio.